2, so I'm coming on now because of my husband. If I'm not there by 2, he panics. So whoever comes on first, I'm using my own special cards. And these are ones that were given to me by a very nice medium called Shirley Smith. She was from Scunthorpe. And these cards have a message with them. So I'm hoping you all enjoy. I know at the end of the day, everybody comes for different reasons. And those reasons sometimes because you've lost a loved one, or maybe you just want a little bit of an upliftment. But whatever you do, I'm still here and I will try my best. Stace, there's a lot going on in your life at the moment, isn't there? And I know you need, just for a moment or two, just take a bit of a back seat. But I know at the end of the day, life is for living, and we live our life at the best we can. I know there's a lot going on in my life, and sometimes I feel as though I'm a bit left behind because I can't do my churches like I used to. But I know that each and every one of the people that come on here is somebody that just needs. We have nobody on yet, so I'll just keep talking. Okay. I've just had my dinner. I had a bit of chicken, and that was nice. The dog had the rest, so she's in the middle of just laying down now. She's fat. My husband is seriously ill, but hey ho, maybe things will get better in the next month or 2. Stace, we've got nobody coming through at all, love. So nobody is here. Now is the time to make a change. I did some pictures yesterday. I did some drawing. And I've done 5 drawings. Don't know who they're for, but maybe somebody will come and they'll be accepted. Hi, Lisa Joe. Good morning. Hello, Tommy Finch. I know there's a lot going on, Tommy, with your life at the moment. I'm going to start with Lisa Joe and Maria Newman. Let's say hello to you as well. I'm going to start, if I can, with Lisa Joe. I'm going to choose you a card. And these are for my special pack. Okay. You've got the Shetland pony, and it says courage. Face those fears, for nothing is as big as it seems. Obstacles are only put there to climb over. Find the courage within to help dispel these fears. And remember, all the things you do with courage and confidence. I feel you need a bit of confidence at this moment. And I need just to take away your fears and move you forward on your pathway. You are a strong lady. I feel that you just need somebody to give you a kick up the backside to get you going again. Lisa, there is a lovely lady with you. This lady looks a bit like me. If I look at myself, I can see this lady. She had short hair, glasses, and I just feel this was a grandma figure. She had problems with her chest and breathing before she went to the spirit world. Lisa, she comes to bring you peace of mind. She was a lady that gave as she give. She gave what she gave to others. She was a lady that was strong in the mind and the body. Lisa, she gives me the names of, it's your Nana, is it? She just said she wanted to give you a peace lily. So I know there's a lot going on. I know with my husband being in the hospital, he's been in there nearly 3 weeks now. But I find that if I ask Spirit for the helping hand, I'm given that helping hand. And I feel if you ask the questions, you would get your answers. Lisa, the lady's given me the names of Peggy and Margaret. I know that she was a strong lady. She loved her flowers. That's why she's given you the peace lily. So maybe you need a bit of peace of mind. She said also her garden was always full of flowers. She loved the scent of the flowers. And she also loved the scent of the, she's trying to tell me. And I don't know whether she had a bit of Alzheimer's or a bit of dementia, but she's clasping her hands like this and she's trying to talk to me. She liked to smell the rapeseed. She said it was a strong smell, and she's just saying there's a lot going on with you. Sweetheart, she said I had to give you an apple crumble as a memory. And she's saying to you, always remember you are important in this life. She's still rubbing her hands as though she can't get enough warmth in them. I know. Hi, Elaine. Hello, Tony. Lisa, the gentleman coming now, father or grandfather? He gives me Percy, and he's also just given me John. So I know they're connected around you. He brings you some dahlias out of his garden. And he said, the dahlias are for peace of mind. So again, they're bringing you lots of peace of mind. I'm also given July, August, and also October for you. But I know the ladies, hi, Faye, hi, Rachel, hi, Alia. I know there's a lot going on with you, sweetheart, but there's lots of love coming to you from the spirit world. So take that on board. And can I say thank you for working with me? And can I come to Tammy Finch, please? And then I will come to Anna Marie Newman. All right. So Tammy Finch. This is your card. Energy. Can you see this? Energy. It says energy is everywhere and we're all made of it. We are light and information, therefore. We can change and alter ourselves. After all, what stops us? Yes, what stops you? You've got so much going on in your life at the moment, Tammy, that sometimes you feel, I've been let down by the masses. I've got people around you that are causing a few problems around you. But I know at the end of the day, the energy that's given to you, not only from the light, but also from you yourself. Your energy is quite strong and I can feel it around you. Sweetheart, I've got a lady with you. And the lady who is with you is either your mom or your grandma. She was a lady that loved to be outside in the fresh air, always doing things, always had people around her. She said, hello, and always remember you are important. She's given me, and I know it might seem strange, but as I see you're from Ontario, from Canada, I want to give you Ontario. And I want to give you the Niagara Falls, because the energy that comes from the Niagara Falls is part and parcel of what you need. I know that it's stranger than fiction, but she just comes to bring you that love. I am given Rita. I am given also Margaret and Jean. I know they're connected around you. I also have a gentleman with you, and this gentleman is a strong gentleman. He loved to be in the thick of things. I felt he was a fisherman. I know that he fished for bass, and he used to bring them home for dinner. He's saying here, you like the water as well. You love to swim. And he's saying to you, by swimming and getting yourself back to the way you were is helping you to move forward. You need just a helping hand to move you. And that helping hand comes from the spirit world. Spirit are bringing you so much. I want to say they're bringing you the love, and they're bringing you the energy which you need. I'm giving some bluebells for you for the healing around you. But remember, the energy comes from water. If you can see behind me, that energy comes from my water. I love water because it gives me what I need. So I feel this is what you need, the energy from water. So take that on board, Tammy. And can I say thank you for working with me? Anne-Marie Newman, we're talking to you next. Anne-Marie Newman. Okay. And let's come down now. Okay. Anne-Marie Newman, this is for you. And you've got the brown horse with the blaze. Look at that lovely horse. It's watching over you. And it says vibrant energy. Draw on the cosmic energies to revitalize and recharge your batteries. Because that's what the horse means. It means, as I said, energy. And you're in need of energy at this moment. Anne, hello. I'm bringing you this card because I feel you need some positivity around you at this moment. It's like you're trying to find you again and you can't find you. So you need to shut the door to the past and move forward. Take the footsteps. The footsteps will help you to show you where you're going next. There is a sense of knowing that you've got a long way to go in this life, and you're worrying about things that are out of your control. But I know at the end of the day, you will find you again. Sweetheart, I have a lady with you. The lady's small, about 5'3". She's a lady that was very much part and parcel of family. This is either your mom or your nan. She brings you some yellow roses. The yellow roses always mean to me memories. And then memories always bring you back to the focusing again. I want to give you the color purple. You can see behind my back, you could see that beautiful purple. This is a throw which I bought for myself because I love the color purple. But I want to give you that color purple because this is what this lady's saying. And she gives me Mary, Anne, and also she's just given me Alma. I don't know whether it's family or friends, but I need to bring those ladies forward. She said, I have to make you some toffee apples. Well, the toffee apples mean to me November. November the 5th for fireworks. But I feel also there's been some fireworks around you just recently. A gentleman comes now, and he's just stepped into the kitchen in front of the lady, her husband or her father. And she is just got her tin out and she's got him a piece of cake. And she sat him at the table and made a cup of tea. So he enjoys a cup of tea and a piece of your grand's cake. She always made cakes. She also made pastries. She would make jam tarts and apple pies. But she's just saying, you just need, and he's just saying, to trust in yourself again. Use the water of knowledge, because as I said, the water brings energy and helps with you when you need something. Okay, Anne, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Tony, how are you today? Tony Coppins. And then I'll come to Elaine Carney. Right, Tony Coppins. Tony, you've got the rose. And she is so beautiful. So are you. Find the beautiful you inside. Admire, love, and cherish her. Honor her uniqueness that is perfect in its perfection. Tony, I'm surviving too. And I feel this is why they've given you the rose. The rose is perfection. And it's telling you you've got to believe in yourself again. As I said, I have had so much problems in my life just recently. And I feel you have. And I want to give you a lot of joy, happiness, and also positive thoughts. Because this rose is a lovely pink one. And the pink rose always means to me maternal love, also family. So families are important to you. Maybe there's been a mix-up with family and you've had to start to sort your life out again. But what I want to say to you is stop worrying, things will get better. I have a gentleman with you. This gentleman is father or grandfather. He was a very strong man when he was on the earth plane. He loved to be outside in his garden. And I do feel that he was in the Navy, because if he wasn't in the Navy, he loved the seaside and loved the way the water is. Oh, sweetheart, my husband's in hospital the others as well. But I know you are getting better. And this is why this gentleman's with you. He's bringing you healing, positive thoughts, and spiritual energy. Tony, you have a lot going on in your life, but by asking Spirit for the healing and the help, you will get what you need. Tony, I'll pop you in my healing book so that you know that you're getting the healing. So let me just write that down. So my page is Peaceful Waters, Spiritual Connections, and I'm going to pop you in there for your healing. The gentleman's given me John, Arthur, and George. He said you need just that helping hand at the moment. Lady comes now to bring you some lovely, lovely daffodils. And this is for the springtime. She's saying that spring is the part and parcel of what life brings you. Knowledge comes from understanding yourself. Start to read some books that can help you. Read The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. That gives you strength and energy that you can do things better. I'm given Dorothy, Margaret, and Joan for you. You are so, so welcome. So I'm going to leave that with you and say, rest easy. The healing will come. All right, sweetheart. I'm leaving that with you. Elaine Carney, please. And then Rachel Hutchinson. Elaine Carney, you have got the sunflower. And this means radiance. Be like the sunflower, radiant and the picture of happiness. When you feel down or low, picture the sunflower. It will help make you smile and brighten your day. Elaine, this beautiful sunflower, the strength of the sunflower and the way it holds itself up to the light is showing you that you are strong. I know this lovely sunflower, just saying, the radiant Elaine. This is for September. September for providence, purity, and also for loving yourself for who you are. I feel you need the sun today. And as the sun shines down on you, you can feel the healing that is being given to you. Elaine, I have a lady with you. And this lady is mum or grandma. She was a lady that knew her way around a sewing machine. She's showing me sewing away and doing things. She also used to knit as well. I know that she loved you to pieces, and she brings you so much love. She's saying about knowing yourself and being able to be in charge of self. She's showing me a kitchen, and the paintwork is red. I'm also seeing a cabinet, like the old-fashioned cabinet, like an old pantry cabinet. So she's showing me that, and it's red. I feel that she was very, very strong in her views. But she's saying, so are you. Okay. As she steps aside, I've got a gentleman here, and he's given me Andrew. Andy, Andrew. Uncle, father, brother. I know that he liked to drink. I know he liked to be outside. I know he liked his cars. He just wanted me to bring you the healing which you need. And he's just given me the name of Paul and also John. So I know they're connected around you. And I want to give you December, and I want to give you the Christmas rose as a memory. Okay, Elaine, I'm leaving that with you and say thank you for working with me. Rachel Hutchinson and then Faye Ennis. Pete's not too bad in his own place in the hospital, but he is really poorly, Faye. Rachel Hutchinson. Choose you a card. Rachel, this is a pathway. And it says the path isn't always clear. Rachel, as much as you would like it to be, the road in life isn't always clear to see. Sometimes the fun is in getting lost and finding the way home. Become the adventurer and enjoy the next phase in your journey. This is saying you are a bit lost at the minute and you need to find you again. It's like I want to give you a whole load of hugs because I feel you need a hug at the moment. I have a lady with you, and this lady is mother or grandma. She gives me the names of Margaret, Peggy, and Joyce. I know they're connected around you somewhere. She's giving me a pain in my diaphragm. the lower part of the tummy. So whether she had the problem there, I don't know, but she's brought me that, or it is you. I feel it could also be a hiatus hernia because I'm feeling as though I need a lot of Gaviscon. The lady is quite small in stature. She always said it as it was. She would sit at her table and read a book, or she'd sit at her table and do a crossword. Her kitchen was her domain, and she loved to make things. She always had a dinner on the table, and she loved, as I said, to make cakes. She's very much a strong lady, and she said, so are you. She said, I have to give you a donut. And the donut is from going to the shop with her. She was always, as I said, in the kitchen, but she's just brought you a donut. Are you in need of a food that is sweet? But she's saying here, trust in yourself. Your spirit guides are always with you. She's very much aware of the difficulties you're having. But she says, don't worry, life will get better. Just trust in yourself. She's also brought another lady with her. And the other lady is either her friend or her sister. She gives me the names of Doreen, and I want to give you Kathleen or Kathy. I know there's a lot going with that, but she's very much aware of knowing how your gran kept things. She said she loves you. And she said, just trust and you will get there. Maybe you need a circle that can help you to progress. But she said she knows that she wasn't always there at the end. But she said you always knew how much you loved her. She said Mary, and she's just given me a lovely crimson rose for you. So Rachel, take that on board. Take the love that is given. And can I say thank you for working with me? Okay. Faye, can I come to you, sweetheart? Faye Ennis. Right. Faye, you've got the moon. Lunar shifts. It says the moon pulls the oceans and seas. It also pulls upon your emotions. Familiarize yourself with the lunar cycle and the effect it has on you. Perhaps the highs and lows that you keep experiencing are all to do with the moon that watches over us. Faye, strength comes for you, sweetheart. I feel you need that at the moment. I know there's a lot going on, and I know that you just need, just for a few moments, to say to yourself, now is the time to make those changes that you need. You are on your own path. You know there's a lot going on. I know there's a lot going on in your mind also. Faye, just hope and pray that life will change over the next 6 months. You've had so much going on in your life. The passings, the unawareness, but I know it will get better. You just have to trust yourself. I have a lady with you, sweetheart, and this lady is just bringing you a lovely bouquet of chrysanthemums. I thought at first it was dahlias, but no, it's chrysanthemums. I know the chrysanthemums are important to you. They are for September and November. I'm told there's a lot going on that you need to push things away. I know there's a lot there, sweetie, but you will get there. Faye, the lady is about 5'4". I'm given Nancy. And also, again, I want to give you Margaret. She just said to give you a hug from her. Mom or grandma? She absolutely loved the chrysanthemums. That is why she's given you them. She's saying you have to start to love yourself again. Trust that you will get there. And once you do, you'll find how far you've come. Gentleman now comes. He gives me the name of Philip. And he's just brought you a black and white dog. I feel it's a sheepdog. I know the gentleman brought the dog, so he was either a farmer or he loved the dog. He said to you, God be with you till we meet again. And I feel this is a father figure. He said, John. Well, I know your husband's John, but I'm just wondering if you know another John. But he said, where the will is, the will always overcome. So I'm going to leave that with you, Faye, and say thank you for working with me. Can I come to Deborah Chapman, please? And then I'm coming to Patrick Monaghan. Okay. Deborah. You've got the dog stuck between two posts. And it says help. Need some help finding the way in. It doesn't matter how hard you try, the gate just won't open. It's okay to take a step back and reassess the situation. Perhaps today is not the day for going somewhere, so stay where you are. Deborah, this card is saying to you that you're stuck in a place where you can't release yourself at the moment. Maybe you've been asking questions of yourself and you haven't been able to understand where you're going. But I know at the end of the day, you will always find your way out. I have a lady here and she's given me straight away the name of Betty. I don't know whether Betty is your family or she is a friend, but she's just coming in. She's 5'5". She's wearing an overall. She's outside in her garden and she's picking peas. Not sweet peas, peas for dinner. And when she's got enough, she's taking some new potatoes and she's now sitting at a table and she's scraping the potatoes and she is podding the peas. She was a lady that loved to always make food for the family. She's making suet dumplings. and she's got a stew on the go. So I feel this is memories for you. She's also just given me Barbara, and she's just given me also the name of Marie or Maria or Mary. She said it's time now for you to stop worrying about the past and move forward on your own path. Your pathway is quite golden, so use it. She's also just shouted Phyllis, so I know there's a Phyllis there as well. You understand the city of Liverpool? Because I just heard Liverpool Hill. Okay, remember I've said that to you. The gentleman now comes. He gives me George, and he is mending an engine. His hands are full of oil, and I know he always had dirty hands because he was always busy. He's also showing me an old-fashioned saw, and he's sawing a piece of pipe. So I know this gentleman is either your father or your grandfather. He was a man of not many words. He said it as it was. He loved to read, and he loved to have a bet on the horses. But he brings you a bit of peace of mind, sweetheart. But I know this man is with you, and he brings you lots of love. He said, trust in your own abilities. You will get there. And he's just brought me a lovely bunch of gladiolus, all different colours. So now there's a Gladys around you as well. So I'm going to leave that with you, Deborah, and say thank you for working with me. Patrick, let's come to you, sweetheart. Let's pick you a card. Oh, look at that. You've got the lovely grey horse with the perfect blaze. And it says confidence. Patrick, know what you want and don't accept second best. And I think that's absolutely wonderful for you. And I feel you understand what we're talking about, Patrick. There is a lot going on in your life at the minute. Not only with not feeling very well, but also with what you know and what you've got. I know with you, sweetheart, this horse is showing you your strength comes from within. And you know there's a lot going on around you. Sometimes you feel as though you have to put the past to bed. But I know sometimes the past isn't good enough. I want to say with you, sweetheart, as I've picked that card up, I want to say now is the time to make the changes you need. You have so much going on in your life. And I know you and your wife are quite positive people. You like to always put things in perspective. Sweetheart, I've got a lady with you, and I feel it's Mum. She just said I had to come and give you a card because she needed one today. She's quite strange, which is quite strange. She said you have the knowledge, use it well. She's saying that there was a picture on a wall which you looked at yesterday. And she said she liked the picture, so you should have as well. Maybe it was in a shop. Maybe it was on somebody else's wall. But I'm seeing this picture on a wall, and it's like the sea is all there. I want to give you peace of mind again, sweetheart. Maybe you are worrying too much about other people. Well, don't. Patrick, give your wife a hug from the lady, because I feel this definitely is your mum. And she just wanted your wife to have the comfort of knowing that she's around you. I'm given now for you some dog daisies. We would call them as marguerites, but I want to say dog daisies. And I feel this is a memory for you. I just know, sweetheart, trust in yourself, you'll get there. All right, lovey, I'll say thank you for working with me. Paul Freed, can I come to you, please? Paul Freed. Paul, I want to give you this one, and it says, expand your views. Take off the blinkers and start looking at the bigger picture of your life. Open your mind to new ideas, suggestions, and learnings. You may even surprise yourself with what's out there. You have a lot of strength within your life at the moment, but you're still worrying if you did the right thing. Well, I want to say to you, yes, you did do the right thing. I know also that the family is holding back some way. Maybe it's to do with mum, but I know that your mum is with you and she's saying, don't beat yourself up. Things will get better for you, sweetheart. There is a lot going on. I know there's things getting sorted around you. I am given the names of Margaret. I want to give you, I think it's Della or something like that. And I also want to give you the names of Anne and Jean, family or friends. I know you have to say to self, what I did in the past, I regret, but I am making myself move forward on my path. And this is what the lady's saying to you. Move forward and find yourself. Family don't always say the things which you need to know. I know you loved your mum, and she said she loved you. But she said you've got to let her go now. It was her time. You've got precious memories. Use those memories. Show others that you have a lot to do in this life. Maybe you need a circle that can help you to move forward. She said she will help you. I know with you, sweetheart, time to read some spiritual books. I always say when you're out learning and you're just getting yourself back on track, read the Celestine Prophecy. That tells you there's no such things as a coincidence. The next one is The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. And it's by Dan Millman. And this is about the life of an athlete who was pig ignorant, but he managed to overcome his difficulties by perseverance. And I feel this is what you need today, Paul. Perseverance, letting past go, and moving forward. Maybe you just need a kick up the bum to get you going again. But Paul, there is a lot going on in your life that you don't want others to know. So I'm not bringing it out, sweetheart. But I know at the end of the day, whatever you did is gone. Whatever you do now is knowing you. I'm hearing that song, knowing you, the ABBA song, knowing you. I'm given Lily and lilies of the valley. I've got a gentleman with you called James as well, friend or family. He brings you a new way of thinking. Sweetheart, just take a lot of the love that you're given. And Mum says, always say to self, I love you. So love yourself for who. There's a James around you, sweetheart, because your mum said, maybe known as Jim or Jimmy. So just remember, I've given you that. Your mum's with you, and she's telling you always, believe in yourself. And she said, I love you. All right, sweetheart. So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. All right. Can I come to Anne Thomas, please? Anne Thomas. And then Andrea Rees. I'll choose you a card. So, Anne Thomas, you've got two cows in a field, look, whispering to one another. Share the moment. Sometimes you just have to stop what you're doing and scratch that itch. Maybe it's time to share that moment with someone special. Go on, make their day. I feel with you at the moment. You're still in a euphoria of a new grandchild. You've got two little girls to look after now, and there will be a third. Just mark my words for that one. I know as I see these two cows together, it's like you and your hubby. You have to talk to him. You have to tell him how you feel. And this is what I want you to say. Tell him how much you love him. And know at the end of the day that he will understand where you're coming from. And on your spiritual pathway, there is still that pathway open. You need to find yourself a circle that can help you to move forward. It's took a lot to get you where you are now. But at the end of the day, you have to trust yourself. Trust that what you're getting is true. So maybe you can give messages to me. But I know at the end of the day, just take to heart what you're being given. I have a lady here with you, and I feel this is your grandma. She said, I have to give you Gwen and Glyn, so they must mean something to you. And the lady is small, petite, full of life. I feel that when you was a youngster, You used to love going to Granny's house because Granny always had something for you. She said you got better and better as you grew. And I feel there was a lot of bullying in your childhood. But I know at the end of the day, it will help you. And there is also time to make that choice felt. You understand what I'm saying, Anne? I know these what we're getting, the messages back are not coming through very quickly. But I know I had to give you this message. But the lady with you is your granny, and she just said, I'm Granny. And Anne loved to come to Granny's house because Granny always had something to say, always had something for you. And I know your family were the same. You all went. And I feel Christmas was a special time because she did her baking and she always had something for everybody. As I told you, I've given you the name of Gwen, and I've also given you Glyn. Do you understand the name of Glyn? Hi, Patrick. I've done your reading, sweetheart. If you'll read back on it, you'll get it. All right, sweetheart. I know, sweetheart, that you just need to say to yourself, I am ready to move back and forward and find me again. If you don't know a Glyn, watch where a Glyn comes then. Oh, never mind. You can still look back and read and hear your message, can't you, Patrick? I know with you, sweetheart, you just have to, Anne, to get back on your pathway. I know with you, sweetheart, there is a lot going on, but you will get there. All right, sweetheart. Is it Lynn? I didn't know. I thought it was Glenn. I have a gentleman with you now, and I feel this is Grandad. And I know the name of William and George comes in. This gentleman loved to be out in his garden, shirt sleeves or a vest. But I know as he comes forward, he brings you so much love. He used to smoke, I know. He also loved to be around people. Okay, anything else? He said, I have to give you a yellow rose for memories. But I know at the end of the day, just remember, Anne, you are important. Trust in yourself. All right, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. And Andrea Rees, please. You're welcome. I'll do the healing on my page a bit later. I feel it's needed today. Oh, dear me. Come on, card. All right, Andrea Rees. You've got the sky. There are no limits. There are no limits as to what you can achieve. The only limitations you have are those that you put upon yourself. Don't fence yourself in. But I know at the moment that you have got a lot to do in this life. You have so much strength in your little finger that you just need to remember that you can do it. I know with you, sweetie, you have to start to think about yourself a bit more. Right, I have a lady with you, and the lady had a heart attack before she went to the spirit world. She's put the pain in my chest. I know the name of Sandra comes in. Also, I want to give you Margaret, and I also want to give you as well the name of Betty. Andrea, this lady is very much part and parcel of your life. She said you are truly grateful to what you do. And she said she's grateful for being always around you. I'm also feeling that I've got a headache with you at the minute. Is it you with the headache, or did somebody have an embolism? I know with you, sweetie, you just need to start to believe that you can do it again. Excuse me a minute, my mouth's dry. Right. She said you have to polish the doors to get the grimes off. Once you've got rid of the grime, then you can move forward. I know as she's talking to me, I just feel that I want to give you a lovely kiss and a cuddle. And I know this is your mum. She's also got a gentleman with her holding her hand. And I feel this is your dad. If it's not your dad, it's your brother. But I know whichever it is, he's very close with your mum. I'm given Brian, John, and also the name of Ray or Raymond. Andrea, now is the time to put the past to bed and move forward. Take the love that you've been given, sweetheart, and everything will right itself. Okay, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Lisa Bannister, please. Lisa Bannister, you've got the sunset. Can you see that? And it says, at the end of each day, let your tasks be done. Don't carry anything forward. Don't try to play catch up. It won't work. There isn't enough time. Let each new day be a new beginning. So Lisa Bannister, this is for you. Look at the sunset as the start of a new day. Show people that you are ready to move forward. Life is not always a possibility, but the possibility comes from knowing who you are. Know it, and I also want to say to you, you've struggled in the past, but you know now you have moved forward and you will find yourself. I know as I'm talking to you, sweetheart, that there is a new opening for you, whether it's to do with a new job or a new relationship or something that is changing around you. Lisa Bannister, trust in yourself. You will find the answers you need. Now is the time to always say to self, I am ready for the next step. I have a lady with you, and this lady's mother or grandmother. She was a lady that had high expectations. If you didn't do things right, then she would really get so. You're welcome, Andrea. So I know with you, Lisa, this lady with you is very strong-willed. She said you're very much like her in the sense that we are always around you spiritually. There is a sense of not knowing what is next. But she's saying here, she loved you to bits. Do you have a sister that is quite absent-minded? Or is it you that's absent-minded? Because I just heard absent-mindedness. Or was it her? I'm told Jackie. I'm told Margaret. And I'm also just being given Elizabeth. So I know they're connected around you. There's also a gentleman here. And this gentleman, as he comes forward, he had a lung problem. The lung problem came from smoking too much. I'm given Alec. I'm given William, maybe known as Bill or Billy. And also, I want to say that there's a lot going on in your life at the moment. And maybe Jackie just needs a helping hand at the moment. Maybe she's suffering. But I know at the end of the day, sweetheart, all I've got to give you is love yourself for who you are. Let the sunset show you its new beginnings the next day. And just know at the end of the day to love who you are. All right, sweetheart. I'm sorry I can't do any more today as I've got to go to the hospital. So until we meet again, I'm going to say good night or good afternoon. God bless.